to me, Amala and other products, and their name is, you know, what do we say about this life? Life is too short, eh? I mean, this world is too small and it's getting smaller by the day. Anyway, back to, so they make Aubmala, cabbage eba. I think I posted a picture of the cabbage eba I made from their products a couple of days ago. They make cauliflower, swallow, and they make it was from her I even heard about coconut inyo, that you can actually use coconut flour to make pounded yam. Sorry, there might be a bit of background noise because it's raining. They also make different spices. Anyway, these are just samples that she sent to me. They have them in different sizes. So if you use the link to go to their website and have a look at what they have, I think it just makes life easier. You know, because I've tried it was full, but I tried it and I can tell you it looked exactly like Amala, tasted exactly, you know, like you couldn't even, you know, the texture, the look, and there was no particular taste to it. And as I said in my last video, it was lighter on the tummy. You know, I ate it and I didn't feel bloated or heavy, the way you feel when you eat, you know, full carbohydrates swallow. Anyway, also, the last video I made, a lady came and made a comment, and she was talking about, oh, you know, our people, we like to drag people down. There are ways that you can correct something, and in this case, she was even wrong. She came and she said, oh, that I was wrong with my information, and she was even very, very cold and dismissive in her comments. That I should go and check my nutritional facts very well. That cabbage has 6 to 7 grams of, for every 100 grams of cabbage, there are 6 to 7 grams of carbohydrates. I'm not questioning that. We are using dried cabbage. Let me tell you, this is a whole cabbage that I dried here. This is a whole cabbage. Look at the weight. So if 100 grams of a whole cabbage, if 100 grams of cabbage is 6 to 7, a whole cabbage could be up to a kilo. So that's about 60 to 70 grams, isn't it? Now, this cabbage is like a kilo. So for me to get, and if I weigh this now, it's probably about 300 to 400 grams. So, of course, the carbohydrate level would have increased, because when you dry it, it becomes smaller in size. When you grind it, it becomes even smaller. But then, to get 100 grams of dried dried cabbage, you would need a lot more of fresh cabbage. So her correction was, her point was moot because it didn't make sense. Fine, raw cabbage is 6 to 7 grams, but this is dried cabbage, and I was referring to dried cabbage because we're talking about dried cabbage anyway. Anyway, I just wanted to point out that I'm not saying people should not correct people. Nobody has the cornerstone of common sense. We do not have, people make mistakes, but in this case, I wasn't even wrong. And she came across, and then I sent, I responded to her and I showed her evidence of what I'm saying in terms of nutritional facts. I actually, screenshot it and sent it to her. But she never responded, so I deleted her comment, because I felt that if you make a comment and somebody comes back to you, you should acknowledge that you've been wrong. Anyway, that's by the side. So I'm going to make my, the water has gone down. So I'm going to make my aubergine amala. So this is Aubmala. I don't know how to even call it. This is 100% aubergine. As you can see, I just made correct ewedu, and I've cooked stew. Snail, mackerel, as I told you, I eat mackerel with everything, and goat meat. So here we go. So I'm going to, now, before I make it, another thing, this is the one I made. Look at the difference. Mine was still a bit grainy, but this one is so smooth because they did it professionally. They used the industrial grinder. So they have it in different sizes, from 200 grams to 1 kilo. So depending on what size you want. It just takes away the stress of having to dry or buy the dried one, and then having to grind it at home, or the fresh one, having to buy it fresh every time you need it. You can have this even if you don't eat it like this all the time. You can have it as a backup. And as I said, for somebody like me who does not really one of the issues I had with all this vegetable swallow was that the process was so long in terms of, you have to buy the fresh one, blend it, and then add psyllium husk and all those things. But this one, everything is already added, and it is 100%, no preservatives, nothing. And the texture, so you can add more as you wish. Me, I like my amala to be a big fan. If you don't like, some people like it really soft, but it's vegetable. Let me pack some weight into it so I can belly full well. So there you have it. Look at the texture, look at the color, look at the texture. It's exactly like making amala, and very light on the stomach as well. You will eat it and you'll still be able to get up and do what you need to do without feeling heavy, and you digest it. It's mostly fiber, and veg, which is healthy. So there you go. So the link is there, and you can, if you are not clear, you can reach out to me, and I will I can send you the Facebook name of the lady that makes it. They make it in Manchester, and they ship. They have I think they have a distributor in Canada and in America. I think they can send it to Canada. They can send it worldwide. So it depends on where you are. But trust me, the cabbage eba was like real eba. I absolutely loved it. And I'm sure a lot of you did not know that coconut, you can do coconut in your as well. And they have a range of products on their website. So if you visit their website, as I said, this is not a paid advert. I just like to share ideas. When I find something, I want to share it with everybody. Because if it's good, why not share? We're all trying to lose weight, most especially after this lockdown. And of course, when you get into a certain age, weight becomes, your metabolism slows down and things like that. So I guess that's it for now. So click the link and please share this video. The last one, a lot of people watched it, but please share it and let's, get this going. Let's support each other. Somebody had I was thinking I was the only one thinking, oh, we could do this drive. But someone had already picked me to it, and they've done it, packaged it well, done it professionally, and it works. So there's no reason why we can't buy from them. And, let's patronize our people and let's get healthy together. Bye.